I want to talk about a verse, which is Ecclesiastes 9:10. And that verse is, whatever you do, whatever you put your hand to, do it with all your might. What I want to talk about is how that verse can open doors for you, and I think it can guide you through life. When you really make a point to put yourself out there, like when you are applying yourself to something that you are doing, whether it's what God has called you to do and or a certain skill set you are developing, to absolutely go after it with the mentality that you are only there to crush that goal, that obstacle, not to sort of do it. Here's an example. I do photography and filmmaking, and a few days ago, I filmed a music video for a new client. This is in a city that was like 2.5, almost 3 hours away. And I just made a point to look at that and ask myself, am I approaching this by doing it with the absolute best ability that I can? Like, come at it from the point of view of that verse. Do it with all my might. Am I putting all my heart and soul into this? Making sure that it can be the best it can be, or just a humongous step up from what it previously would have been if I wasn't applying myself, hypothetically, right? The shoot itself went really well, and I think like a day or two ago, she said, yeah, after this project is wrapped, there'll be several other projects I'll want to work on with you. And I just immediately, when I read that text, I immediately thought of that verse, thinking, yeah, if you are just making a point to really do the best you can do for the sake of doing it, right? And having that biblical principle, I think it will naturally just open doorways for you and will just create better opportunities, which seems like a no-brainer, right? You think, well, yeah, duh. But I think a lot of people hear what that verse says, but I don't think they really internalize and truly know that that's something they should apply to their everyday life. And it got me thinking, how am I applying that verse to my life when it comes to my health and fitness? Am I going about my workouts 110%, my nutrition? Am I like making sure that I am nailing my diet every single day and doing it in like the best format possible, right? Like my career, am I going at it from that? The music that I like to work on and create, the friendships that I have, my family, God, right? So it just makes you look at it from all these different angles and really check yourself. And it's very humbling, you know, because if you're not, you can definitely tell, and you'll immediately know if you are or aren't really going after your goals and ambitions with all your might, and or even just like your relationship with the Lord, or getting rid of sin in your life. So many different things, you know. It's not just like me. So it's like, what, you know, how am I even able to praise God? Am I really putting my effort into, you know, my relationship with Him and how I worship Him, and read the Bible every day and meditate on Him? So there's a lot of depth to that, and I just want to share it because I think it's incredibly insightful and important that we really go after what we're doing and do it effectively, and go after it 110%, not this I'm going to try mentality. Like, we are going to crush it and we're going to dominate it mentality. So Ecclesiastes 9:10, whatever you do, do it with all your might. Whatever you put your hand to, do it with all your might. So happy Sunday, guys.